The happiest day of my life turned into the most heartbreaking one. After years of struggling to pay bills, working double shifts, and wondering if life would ever change, I finally hit the impossible. I won an $80 million lottery jackpot. My hands were shaking as I stared at the ticket. I checked the numbers again and again, convinced I had made a mistake. But I hadn't. I was officially a millionaire. The first person I wanted to tell wasn't my parents, my friends, or even my lawyer. It was my wife, Sarah. She had stood beside me through years of financial hardship. She deserved to hear the news first. I bought a huge bouquet of red roses, her favorite chocolates, and drove straight to her office, dreaming about the life we were finally going to build together. But the moment I walked into her workplace, everything I believed about my marriage shattered. My name is Michael Carter, a 35-year-old electrician from Chicago. Sarah and I'd been married for 7 years. Life wasn't easy. Our apartment was small. Our savings were almost gone, and every month felt like another battle against bills. Still, I loved her. I believed we were a team. Winning the lottery wasn't just about becoming rich. It meant buying our first home, helping our parents retire, traveling together, and finally starting the family we had postponed for years. As I entered the corporate office where Sarah worked as a marketing manager, I smiled at the receptionist. "I want to surprise my wife." She smiled and pointed toward the executive floor. I quietly walked down the hallway, holding the flowers behind my back. Then I heard laughter coming from Sarah's office. Not ordinary laughter, the kind shared between two people who were far more than coworkers. The office door was slightly open. I gently pushed it wider. My heart stopped. Sarah wasn't working. She was sitting on her boss's lap while they kissed. The flowers slipped from my hand. The room fell silent. Sarah turned around, and the color drained from her face. "Michael." Her voice trembled. Her boss immediately stood up. "Isn't what it looks like?" I looked at both of them. For 7 years, I had trusted this woman with my entire life. Now, every late meeting, every business trip, every excuse suddenly made sense. Sarah reached toward me. "Please, let me explain." I quietly pulled my lottery ticket from my pocket. "I came here because I wanted you to celebrate with me." She looked confused. "I won $80 million today." Her eyes became wide with shock. "What?" I nodded once, then I folded the ticket and placed it back into my wallet. "But now, none of it belongs to us." Without raising my voice, without creating a scene, I simply walked away. That silent goodbye hurt far more than any argument ever could. The next morning, Sarah called me over 50 times. Then came the text messages. "I'm sorry. 'Twas a mistake. I love you." Then she somehow discovered I had won the lottery. Suddenly the apologies became desperate. She begged for another chance. She cried outside our apartment. She even contacted my family. But the truth had already been revealed before the money ever entered my bank account. I hired an attorney and immediately filed for divorce. Since the lottery ticket had been purchased before I claimed the prize and before any financial accounts were combined, my winnings remained legally mine. The divorce wasn't about the money, it was about trust. And once trust is destroyed, no amount of money can ever buy it back. 1 year later, my life looked completely different. I had purchased a beautiful home, Overlooking Lake Michigan, I started a scholarship fund for students learning skilled trades and donated millions to children's hospitals across Illinois for the first time in years. I felt peaceful, not because I was wealthy, but because I no longer lived with lies. Sometimes, losing the wrong person is the greatest victory life can give. You winning the lottery changed my finances. Discovering the truth changed my future. And if I had one message for anyone listening today, it would be this: never measure wealth by the money in your account. Measure it by the honesty of the people standing beside you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more powerful, real-life inspired stories. Tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were in Michael's place? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.